Hey there and welcome back to a new video in Nimby Rails in my beautiful network. Let me zoom out a little bit. And yep, we are still at the part where Warsaw is a little bit of a breaking point of the network currently. It gives me a little bit of headache, but I did a little bit of progress. So you already know the big metro depot down here. Yes, okay. I have set up all the platforms down here, so theoretically I'm ready to set up the metro line. One is already done. No, actually both are already done. You just can't see it properly. Yeah, when I zoom out you can see it better. Even I got confused there for a second. And another small update. So with the, I think it's the second metro line. Yeah, at least for me, I first built the one from the right to the left, then from down at the bottom from the depot up to the north. And I thought that when I already spent a little bit of time at Warsaw Gdanska, then I can also work out the tram network around it. You can see in the areas where I just recently worked, it's all Warsaw, and the stops are not named yet. But I took the metro line as a border, basically, and everything above it or to the right of it, I thought, let's add the tram network to it. So a little bit of progress. I think the tram network is that big that I don't even have a single line yet I could put in, except the two metro lines, but that's not part of the tram network. But yes, I had a little bit of fun constructing or playing around in Warsaw Gdanska. I thought about adding the road here on the bridges, but maybe in the future. I mean, if I add buses to the capital city of Poland, maybe. I haven't built these stairs up here yet. Decoration for the platform could be a little bit more. I added the roofs, this bridge, walking bridge connection over it, the footpath over here as well. So decorating is quite nice. Can be a little bit of fun. I mean, small details. Look at this fence. You will never see that fence again, but it is there, and I think it looks nice. Decorating in Nimby Rails definitely can be quite a lot of fun. I mean, look at the bridge, the platforms. So of course I could add a stairway up here so that it looks a bit more realistic. I mean, I think this bridge connects to the road, and then under the road, all the stuff, yeah. I added this plaza. I could add small buildings here to simulate the buildings where you go down the stairs. I mean, you know what I mean. But so far, yeah, I played around a little bit with the trees, but so far it looks okay, it looks good. I think this will be my experiment for the future, that I play around a little bit more here with the roads, the road bridges, and a bit more of the details. Yeah, but besides that, when I constructed the tram network, I found this. Of course, it is there, it's part of the network, but this is quite a big depot in the northwest of the city of Warsaw. And you can see it here. We have 2 tracks out, 2 tracks in. Then already here I decided to pull in 6 parking spots. I think even 73 should be the highest number. So you can see 73 parking spots overall. I have 2 tracks, so this one and this one, that are sitting empty. Then down here the last one is also sitting empty and doesn't have a depot or a platform on it. Only reason for that is so that I can loop the trams around. So there will be a little route that goes circles in here so that I can put trams on the right way. Other option, which you can do, for example, you can see speed is 60. So I could, for example, go in here. Let's mark all of it like this, not here. Yeah, there we start with it. Go all the way to here and then do the same down here. Yeah, that's the moment where I actually realized it's faster to just select everything and then unselect the areas I don't want. Yeah, even I sometimes learn that things I do aren't even close to being efficient. So same down here. And you can see quite a lot I marked, and then we go to custom max speed. In this case, make it 20 kilometers an hour, apply. And now when we go into the speed overlay, and yeah, I don't have to disable it. I missed a few spots, so let's do it like that. I think even here I can do the entries like that. So what will happen now is that the pathfinding sees that this is very slow, and when the train has to go through the depot, the train will choose 60 kilometers over 20 kilometers, so it can speed up here on the loops, and then it won't try to go through the depot where trains will be parked later if it has to skip areas. So when it's parking down there, it has to skip the upper area. So yeah, depot works. It's a big depot, it's a crazy depot I found while building, and once I have enough tracks in to actually build the first tram line, I will have this in use and set up trams after trams. And I also, because I saw it on the Weird and Wry Discord a little bit, I'll put in cars, so just for decorative use. I think we will talk about that again in 1 or 2 episodes. And when I zoom out, we were going towards Frankfurt Oder, so German city on the border. Frankfurt Oder, yeah, the German name. And I decided, do I really want Frankfurt Oder to be the first station in Germany I built? And the answer to that is actually no, I don't. Welcome to Berlin Main Station. Berlin Hauptbahnhof was one of the most significant architectural and engineering undertakings in Germany's modern railway history. Officially opened in May 2006, the station stands as a symbol for a reunified Germany and a crucial node in the European railway network. Its construction reflects ambitious urban planning and the challenges of transforming Berlin into a major transport hub beyond its own city limits. Additionally, the station's design needed to support the S-Bahn, U-Bahn, trams and buses as well, creating a true intermodal transport hub that facilitates travel within Berlin, across Germany and even across Europe. During the Cold War, Berlin was famously divided and the infrastructure was cut in most areas. And from my private life in Germany, I could tell you a lot of examples why Germany is still divided to the modern day. You can see it everywhere. I mean, not to talk too much about myself, but I did a long bicycle trip once, and the moment you cross the German border, the inner German border, it hits a little bit different, and you can see that the east is still lacking from the times where the Soviets were there. But back to the infrastructure in Berlin. Major stations back then were Zoologischer Garten in West Berlin and Ostbahnhof in East Berlin, serving different halves of the city. The idea for a central hub was born in the 1990s, right after Germany's reunification, to connect east-west and also the north and south railway corridors through a single central interchange. One of the most complex aspects of the project was the construction of the railway tunnels and bridges leading into the station. The north-south connection required an excavation of a roughly 3.5 kilometer long tunnel beneath the Spree River and various urban infrastructure. This included the careful coordination with already existing metro lines, and of course you can't just dig through water lines. To the west and east, elevated rail viaducts were refurbished and extended to handle the increased traffic. This leads to the quad-track approaches, where every type of passenger train runs on the same tracks, except the S and U-Bahn of course. The integration of high-speed lines like the Berlin-München and Berlin-Frankfurt ICE routes required new signaling systems and also new track alignments, ensuring a seamless transition for long-distance and regional trains. I mean, maybe if I visit Berlin once again in the near future, I will do a little train spotting session about exactly this project, because from the east to the west, the railway infrastructure and the viaducts and bridges, they're amazing. They look good, and you have 2 tracks with all kinds of trains. So from ICE to the regional Bahn, the small, short, slow regional trains, that's what I wanted to say. And on the other tracks next to it, so the 2 tracks next to it, you have the S-Bahn trains every few minutes. And Berlin itself is really amazing when it comes down to trains. Today, Berlin Hauptbahnhof serves over 300,000 passengers daily and is a central node in the Deutsche Bahn network. I mean, in the Deutsche Bahn network that produces delays and not happy customers. It symbolizes Berlin's transformation into a modern, open and connected European capital. The construction of the station and its associated track infrastructure exemplifies the fusion of engineering excellence and urban vision. And I can only say that Berlin did a fantastic job compared to BER Brandenburg Airport. Oh, why I'm so critical in the last and in this video, I don't know. But yeah, this train station was actually built more or less in a realistic time frame. Hard to believe in Germany in modern days, but Berlin Hauptbahnhof basically was what is Stuttgart 21 today. Both are equally challenging, but they do represent different kinds of infrastructure projects with distinct goals and scales. And while Berlin Hauptbahnhof was about building a centerpiece for a formerly divided capital, Stuttgart 21 is nothing more than a big property project to build a new city quarter and profit from the high rents in Germany. Stuttgart Hauptbahnhof, so the old station before 21 arrived, was one of the best stations in Germany. Due to its design, it helped to reduce delays. But this isn't a video about Stuttgart 21, this is more about Nimby Rails.
Welcome home. Missing you made me stronger. Then I'd be Superman. If I fly around the world, it wouldn't take me longer than it would to be your man. I fight 1,000 guys, live to die 1,000 lives. Oh, I find another way to make me smarter, just so I could understand. I'll find what you're looking for, just so I could understand. 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 I'll find what you're looking for. Just so I could understand. I'll find what you're looking for. What it takes to be your man. Take the clothes right off my back. Put the knife against my throat. Say you leave and won't come back, but I'll find a way to forgive you. Cut the strings off my guitar. Stomp your heels into my toes. Steal the keys right out my car, and I'll find a way to forgive you. I fight 1,000 guys, live to die 1,000 lives. Oh, I find another way to make me smarter.
So yeah, in the time-lapse we had Berlin Main Station and Berlin Alexanderplatz. Next up is Berlin East Station, but not today because this video is already going long enough. And I want to say thank you so much for watching. I'm doing slow progress currently in Nimby Rails, but in 2 days there will be a new train spotting video out there because I think I just found a new hobby I enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, thank you for your support. Don't forget to subscribe if you actually make it to this point. Tell me what you think about the modern infrastructure of Berlin, and I see you in the next one. So bye bye and have a great day.